Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for January 10th, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 8. The number 8 is a reflective number. It's a number about the deeper emotions that we tend to hide from ourselves and how they, at moments, kind of bubble up. So when we're in a number 8 day, it creates spaces and places for us to review and reflect on those moments in our past that we perhaps thought were healed and resolved, but instead are festering in those hidden corners of our psyche, scratching away at the mental barriers that have prevented them from coming to the surface. Today, take the time to face the truth of what has happened in the past and consciously let it go from the place of acceptance. Sometimes we will not understand things fully until we are not in a body and take in the massive circumstances of others' karmic journeys and how our paths have overlapped for a time with them, but were probably never destined to continue. There are many moments that carry us into certain places and spaces that surprise and astound our awareness. We are learning to embrace the absurd and those moments that confound and confuse. Everyone has wounds that linger in the mind and heart. Everyone cannot walk with us through our karmic journey. That is why I believe we have multiple past and future lives. We bump into souls that give hints of insight and perspective, and just as quickly as some come in, they leave permanently. And that was what was the map to this incarnation. There is often too much to do in one lifetime and very little time to accomplish so many things. The astrology today. The moon is directed and energized in Aries until mid-morning, and then it moves into the steady and consistent sign of Taurus. Venus will semi-square to Jupiter later in the day. This can bring up old upsets and strain the heart. Do your best to not overdo, and don't take on things that really are not yours to deal with in the first place. Life is full of enough without adding pressures that are unnecessary at this time. We need change, and to do that, we also need to change our impulsive nature. The sun will sextile to Neptune this evening, and it has the intention to make meaning out of the unusual. Imagination is strong and will put us into a mood that intends to be more respectful of the changes that all of us are going through. We are trying to find charitable ways to interact with and avoid the pitfalls of ego and belief. We are intending to embrace the differences rather than react to them. Being in sync with our world means for us to be in the flow of acceptance, gratitude, and wonder at what is being offered right now. And my quote for today. In the quiet that is the empty spaces that invite massive change, we are here, waiting. We accept that within the void is a potential that is moving us invisibly towards those things that we do not know we need. Empty can be open. Empty can be yearning. Empty can be filled with the unknown wonder that is stalking us from the future. It is in those spaces that ideas are born, magic becomes possible, and the familiar becomes less interesting. And my blog for today. How do we discover what is hidden in the sands of time? How do we see beyond our own paradigm? Sand slips through the fingers. Time is lost as mankind lingers. We forget that this world is special and unique. It is our mind that sees turmoil and the news as bleak. While we are all going to die one day, what can we do to make this moment a buffet? Life will go on even if we forget. Life will alter those things we believe are dead set. Just when we want things to be clear and calm, life will create a series of firebombs, because stagnant will only cause more confusion and pain, and with no effort, we will also have no gain. Then, where will we be? Taking up space. When there was such great potential for this human race. Thanks, everyone.